I mean, the big story of the weekend clearly is Danger Boy Deegs. And, going 450, and this turned this into much more than just another off-season event. For all intents and purposes, you can throw in Ralph, you can throw in Jeff, you can even slap in Daniel Blair, you can even throw in Danger Boy Deegs debuting the 450, but this is still just pretty much an off-season event. Now, hopefully this is going to springboard World Supercross to be more of a contender, and it'll attract more riders to want to go race this race. But as of now, we've got some heavy hitters. But there's 3, maybe 4 big question marks that this race presents to me. Now, number 1 is obviously Danger Boy Deegs. Danger Boy Deegs, how is he really going to fit in his first ride on the 450? He looks pretty confident. He looks pretty comfortable. He looks pretty much like he looks all the time. I don't really see him too much of a deer in the headlights. I think he's ready to rock and roll. But he's even downplaying this. All the riders are kind of downplaying this, but they're trying not to downplay it too much because they're trying to help World Supercross out and not minimize their series by saying it's just an off-season race to get ready for Anaheim 1. But that's in fact what this is at the moment. Now, this could turn into more, and this is definitely going to help them. This is going to be an interesting series for sure, because this could really pretty much make or break World Supercross. I think this has actually got a really good chance of putting them really on the moto map. This will be basically the sister series to what we have here in America. It already is for all intents and purposes. I think it's going to outshine Australian Supercross. I think even with the Lawrence sisters going over there, the Lawrences going over to Australian Supercross, I don't think it's going to be as good as World. World is looking really good, just like for the reasons I said. Ralph, Jeff, Daniel. I mean, this is going to be good. And having Danger Boy debut this 450 over there, I mean, this is kind of a win-win for him, because it's kind of a lose-lose for the industry, because the industry doesn't get to hype it as much as they would have been able to had he waited to debut the 450 over here stateside. And I think, I've reported on this before, I don't think the Deegans and the industry are necessarily too chummy right now. I think there's basically some animosity going on. And I think it's just because the industry really, SMX was a direct result of World Supercross. Then it looked like it wasn't going to be a threat. But now it's looking like it's going to be a threat again. And then you have Danger Boy pretty much throw him the middle finger and say, watch this, hold my monster, I'm going to go debut the 450 over there. That's